beautiful people. I am Prairie Vintage Jewelry, and I am back again so soon with another video for you fine people. If you do like the jewelry I'm wearing, I will list it down below, but it is available at my website, prairievintagejewelry.com. Feel free to join me there afterwards. We are having a back to school special, and you can save yourself 30% off. These cards will also be listed below in the description box, so if you're interested in any of the cards I'm using, take a look at that. Now, we will be solely using the Lenormand cards as well as some oracle cards for advice, but we will be taking a look at the energies surrounding your current situation and taking a deep dive into that. So, your situation could really be anything. We'll see what the cards want to reveal to us and what Spirit has to convey to us as far as messages. Pile number 1 is the red key. Pile number 2 is the gold yellow key. And then pile number 3 is the green key that was hiding from me and took me forever to find. So pick a pile. You may be drawn to more than one pile, that's fine, but one pile will be speaking to you more than another. If it doesn't resonate, move on to the next pile, and certainly there may not be a message for you in this reading today, but feel free to click on whichever pile you'd like. So we'll see you shortly, and thank you so much. Hello, my beauties. If you pick pile number 1 and this red key, then this will be your reading. If you skip the intro, the jewelry I am wearing today will be available at prairievintagejewelry.com. So if you are interested, please take a look at my site. There is a special right now, say 30% off for back to school as well. I'll be listing these cards down below in the description if you are interested in which cards we're using. So we will be taking a look at your current situation. Now, your situation could be really anything. We'll take a look at the energy surrounding your situation, and we will also be pulling some oracle cards for advice. So Spirit, please provide us with clear, concise message for pile number 1. We are so blessed. Thank you very much. And pile number 1, I'm so grateful and blessed that you allow me to tap into your energy today. Thank you so much. So for the first card from Spirit, we did get the letter. We got the scythe or the sickle. And we got clouds. We got the book. We got the ship. We got the coffin. We got the fish. We got the ring. And last card here, we got the stars. All right. So just give me a minute to pick up the energy. You may want to focus on your situation. So in the first row here with the letter and the sickle or the scythe and the clouds, we have communication that has stopped due to confusion. So there is some confusion, there is some unclear situation or circumstance that is most likely coming to an end. Now, either you've cut communication off, or someone or some entity has cut communication from you due to a confusing or unclear situation. Now, this communication is most likely in, well, it says your letter form, so that would be via text, email, letters. That type of communication has ended or has been put to a stop. Now, this is in the top row, so this is past energies I'm picking up regarding this situation. Now we do have the letter, the ship, and the stars. And with that combination, we have distance with the ship. So there has been some long distance communication, which is probably why it's been via email or text. And with the stars, it does speak of hope, healing, and it also can be, you know, the card that provides a little bit of mysteriousness when it comes to maybe some intuition or some magic. I like to call the stars magic. So it could very well be that what I'm picking up from spirit, that these communications was providing some sort of future hope or potential. With the row here in the middle. Now, when we get the letter, book, and fish, this speaks about communication or hidden information or something that is not known that is surrounding finances. So you could possibly have some communication, some surprise communications around some financial issues or financial situation that may be coming to you or has come to you. We also have with the book, ship, and coffin, this is speaking about, again, hidden knowledge or information that is really at a distance. So it could very well be travel related as well. So maybe there is some travel involved or some hidden aspect about a trip or something that has come to a close or an end or is now transitioning. So there could very well be a move that you weren't intending on doing, maybe a trip that you weren't intending on doing, or some sort of trip that has been canceled or postponed. And then with the fish, ring, and the stars, we do have a financial contract with the fish and the ring that is bringing future hope or potential to you. And this is in the bottom row, so I can see this being within the next little while. And since energy is fluent and we are reading, you know, for a large group, that this won't resonate for everyone, but or may have already happened or is currently happening, but this is in the future position here with the financial contracts providing this this future potential opportunity. With the sickle, the ship, and the ring, we have an end again of this travel or this distance. Maybe we're putting an end to a distance, or we are coming to a close with our travels, and we are now maybe being a little bit more committed to our situation. Again, could speak of commitment, could speak of contracts, but I do feel like there is a phase with the coffin here coming to an end. With the sickle, also something is coming to an end, with the ship being the centralized energy here, and the middle card, really this distance, this travel, this movement is sort of coming to an end, and more stable financial situations are really what's coming up for you. And because of the communications with the letter and the book, I do see this as communication coming to you, some of it unknown at this time, or that will be revealed to you in this current period. Now with the clouds, the coffin, and the stars, we do have some confusion that has caused you to put an end to the situation that you're dealing with and provide you some hope or some aspect of you know, healing or looking to the future as to what it is that you want to do or to provide yourself. Okay, we will do one more diagonal with the fish, the ship, and the clouds here. I do feel as though the financials with the ship could very well be that there was some confusion around maybe how much financial investment one might have to do to either take a trip or to travel the distance to get to somewhere, that there was some question around whether to travel or whether to take a trip or to move forward. And I do see with the coffin and the sickle that the decision will be, or has been, to not take this trip, or to go the distance in this situation, maybe because of new information that was provided or some communications that was provided via email or text that changed the outlook of your current situation, which impacted your finances. So I will take a look at the oracle around energies for this reading as well. Spirit, can we get a deeper dive into pile number one's energies here? Thank you so much. We have anger. We have death. And we have rest. Okay, you know what? This does reflect the energies I was feeling. With the anger, I do believe that the communication, the confusion was causing some anger. The communication that came that, you know, you had to put a stop to, or that was put a stop to with hidden information, might have made you angry, or have a frustration. I was really picking up more confusion than I was anger, but certainly could be some anger involved in this confusing situation. Once the piece of information came up that might have been hidden knowledge or some more pieces to the puzzle, the conclusion was made to end with the coffin and the sickle. The death card put an end to travels, or going the distance within that situation. That, you know, when you see the death, there's always a rebirth at the end of a death, but really putting an end to that current situation. And right now you're kind of amidst that piece of it, but Spirit is reaffirming here with this rest period that potentially, you know, with finances looking up, with these commitments, maybe contracts, there is future hope. Stars also give me, like I said, that magical, you know, resting, healing type feeling. So now you're kind of in this reflective, healing, rest period, maybe, you know, taking a healing perspective regarding the situation to reflect on what has happened. And this is what I'm seeing for the future row here for you guys. Okay, so we will pull some advice. And these are the crystal cards. So Spirit, can we get a crystal for pile number one regarding their current situation that will help them provide some clarity, some stability, and some answers around what they are going through right now in this situation? Ooh, okay, well, we got two popping out, so potentially Spirit wanted to give both messages, because so this is what your crystals look like. This one reminds me of what Jupiter looks like, but we will read the crystals. So we have carnelian. Oh, wow, that's carnelian. Okay. Carnelian here says courage, motivation, endurance, powerful and bold. Carnelian increases confidence in yourself, especially when you need to take center stage and use your voice effectively. A stabilizing stone, carnelian helps balance volatile emotions for long-term vitality. Believed to protect the soul in the afterlife, carnelian is a stone of the living, meant to motivate you to take chances with the life that you have. Life is meant to be lived with passion and desire, and carnelian gives you the courage to do so. Carpe diem, seize the day. It also represents Taurus, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio, which could be significant in your sun chart or your horoscope or your sun chart. Doesn't have to be, but it does say it represents the sun. So you might want to get yourself a piece of carnelian to help motivate and give you a little bit of endurance after this rest period. Now, the anger might still be there as well, I was getting from Spirit, so this carnelian could very well help to stabilize some of the anger you might still be hanging on to in this situation. So we did get kunzite, which is love, femininity, and transition. So this says, as it breaks down barriers surrounding the heart, the kunzite offers unconditional love to heal lingering wounds. So kunzite helps you feel safe while being vulnerable, allowing you to express your love authentically and expansively. A highly vibrational stone, kunzite's protection can be used as an energetic shield that surrounds your aura and protects it against emotional vampires and negative influences. This stone aids in feminine rites of passage from puberty to becoming a mother. Kunzite supports loving your body no matter what phase of life you're in. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. It also represents Venus and Pluto here. So, you know, we do have that Taurus coming up and that Leo and Scorpio again. So definitely prominent signs here. Doesn't have to be, but certainly that's what I'm picking up for you. And I was also picking up here, you know, if there is some hanging on to anger, this stone can help with the healing as well. So you might want to get a piece of kunzite, and we'll pull one more card for advice here for pile number 1. Spirit, can we get an advice card for pile number 1 regarding their situation? Thank you. Healing through challenge. Okay, well, it does really seem like you were stuck in a challenging situation with the clouds that you had to really put an end to it. I am picking up the same color vibe from the kunzite in this card, but really this healing that you're doing was meant to happen. So this situation or circumstance, no matter how difficult it was made to push you to heal, and the only way to push you really was to give you this challenge, is what Spirit's telling me. And this, you know, this rest again reflects this healing. The star reflects the healing, and because we do have that as the closing card, I really feel like Spirit is emphasizing this healing that needs to be done in order for you to open up to have your next chapter in life. You know, with the death card and the coffin, there is obviously an end of something, and after an ending comes a beautiful new beginning, and that I'm really sensing this beginning around the corner, but Spirit wants to make sure that you are healthy and that you've learned from your experiences here in the circumstance. So that is what I have for pile number 1. I still love reading your cards. I enjoyed this reading very much. If you are interested in a private reading, they tend to be a lot more accurate. Please send me an email. Let me know what sort of reading, or at least what sort of questions you have, and I will provide you my rates. Usually we have a 48-hour turnaround with that, but certainly depends on how busy I am. But yeah, if you like this reading and it resonated, please give me a thumbs up. That's the best way to support me. You can subscribe to me if you like getting these readings. And yeah, you can join us for pile number 2 or pile number 3. Thank you so much, pile number 1. Take care. Love and light. Hello, my beautiful souls of pile number 2. If you picked the gold or yellow key, pile number 2 is your reading. So if you did skip through the intro, the jewelry I am wearing is available at prairievintagejewelry.com. We are having a back to school special right now. You can save 30% off. I will list this jewelry down below in the comments. I'll also list the cards we're using in the comments below. This is a Lenormand reading, and we will be pulling some advice cards from Oracle, but we will be taking a look at your current situation. We'll be taking a deep dive into the energies surrounding your current situation, but we will try to keep this reading fairly short. So thank you so much, Spirit. If you can give us a message for pile number 2, as clear and concise, we will be very, very grateful. And pile number 2, I'm so blessed and grateful for you allowing me to tap into your energies. Thank you very much. So we have the sickle, and we have, I believe that is the flowers, but I will take a look. And then we have the mountain. We have the lady. have the fox, the scary looking fox. And we have the gentleman. Okay, I am going to move these gorgeous crystals up here so we can have some room, so we can catch that all in frame. And we need one more row here for pile number 2 spirit. We've got the anchor, we've got the heart, and we got the tree. Okay, I'm gonna shimmy these a little higher so that we can capture this. And I was going to take a look at number 2 to verify what that card is. So, oh, number 2 is the clover. Okay. I've never seen clover flowers before in my life. That don't look like no clover I've seen, but sure, clover. Okay, give me a minute to pick up the energy here. Okay, so this, I don't know if I made mention, but your situation circumstance can be really around anything, any topic really. We were going to see what energies were being picked up, but I am feeling that this is around a connection, a romantic connection with the heart here. But we will start with the sickle or the scythe, the clover, and the mountain. So I do feel as though there's been an obstacle, a very big obstacle, or an impasse where just a big challenge that you've had to put an end to in order to provide yourself with more opportunity. With the clover card, this does speak of luck and success. So I do feel like what I'm picking up from spirit is in order to overcome the obstacle, there had to be an end of a challenging situation for you to be able to move forward, to open the door to have an opportunity at luck. And that's in the past sort of position here. With the sickle, fox, and tree, I do feel as though again, there had to be a stop to not only this challenging obstacle, but any sort of sly actions that were done either in a connection or to you, towards you. Maybe there was someone not being on the up and up, or a situation that wasn't very visible to you, that was a little bit sneaky with the fox. Now the fox can also speak about career, so reading this could very well be an end of a career path or choice. Ending with the tree is really showing longevity, also health, you know, but what I'm really picking up from this is the long-term growth that maybe you were after. With it ending here, I just feel like that was the main focus, was this stable, long-term, and really a healthy mind. With the clover here, giving yourself the opportunity to be able to allow yourself the growth potential that you want to have within, you know, a connection in general. And the middle row here with the lady, the fox, and the gentleman, I do feel as though you're coming through as the lady here, but this fox between you and the gentleman, or, you know, if you aren't a lady but you are representing a significator as this feminine energy here, I do feel as though you are seeing the gentleman or the person as someone who might have not have been honest or up and up, or sneaky, or trying to pull away or get away with something that isn't very, you know, honest. And with the gentleman looking away as well, I feel as though you know, maybe the gentleman wasn't willing to put in or admit to any of these lies or actions, or even take onus on the big obstacle challenge. So potentially there was one major incident that has happened that kind of brought this to light, that you had to, you know, put an end to this behavior with this gentleman. So it could very well be a no contact connection right now that we're seeing here with the sickle and the fox and the lady and the gentleman. And then what I'm getting from which one did we read? Okay, the second row. We're going to read the third row, which is the anchor, heart, and tree. I do feel like this being kind of more future, that, you know, stabilizing or having a more secure relationship. I mean, the heart can really mean a love sort of relationship. The anchor can also mean, you know, being heavily weighed down. But I do feel like for you with this tree, it was really important to open up the potential for you to find stability within your love path and have that secure, stable, reliable partner. And I don't feel like it was this gentleman, or at least you don't feel like it was this gentleman, what I'm picking up here, or it's been realized very, you know, in the last little while, or maybe you're still currently going through it. You're identifying through this obstacle that has happened that this gentleman is maybe sneaky, not trustworthy, or maybe just not stable enough to provide you with what it is that you seek, which is this security, healthy heart connection, and give you a sense of stability. Okay, so with the clover and the fox and the heart, you know, I do sense that you almost feel like you were robbed of an opportunity, with the clover being this luck, the success, the fox kind of coming in there, you know, in the middle, that you felt you had to cut the fox out in order to open up your potential success or opportunities. And that was really the only way to get your heart on the path that you felt you needed, which was the security and this stability. Okay, with the mountain, the gentleman, and the tree, I do feel as though, you know, the obstacle really was this person's potential personality. Really, maybe it wasn't one single thing that they had done, but it is one main way that this person potentially is. That was the obstacle, right? If they are a liar, you know, the fox being sly and sneaky, that was, you know, not really getting you the growth that you wanted, or the healthy relationship that you saw here. Now, because the man is not on this side of the mountain, I just feel like potentially there might be some miscommunication. Now, this is what I'm getting from Spirit, and that there may still be some healthy aspect surrounding this man, and he might be on your side, and maybe there's more information here that needs to come forward. But I don't really pick up here that the man is maybe as an obstacle, or at least what I'm seeing here is that he's not as an obstacle as maybe you are feeling he is, or that the obstacle surrounding this man isn't as big as maybe you are making it mean or seem to be. The fox is in the middle, so that is the main obstacle, but the actual challenge may not be the challenge as you see it. So you might want to review what that looks like to you, and hopefully that makes sense to someone. But we will pull some oracle cards here. Spirit, can we get some deeper energy around pile number 2's situation with their circumstance that will provide some clarity? Thank you very much. So we have illumination, we have love, and we also have caution. Okay, this is definitely picking up the vibe energy I was getting. So this illumination is something coming to light. You know, this obstacle, maybe realizing that this person hasn't been on the up and up or has lied. So potentially a lie has come to light. There's illumination around this situation, some information that's now, you know, brought this light. And because of this sickle or this scythe, it's been severed. But the focus here is love, and I love that the love, you know, is on top of the heart, because this really is your focus on your love path or connection is really what this reading is showing me. And that Spirit is saying that there is some caution around this person. So potentially you've been cautious around them. Now, again, you know, I don't know if this is Spirit saying just be cautious around this person, but I certainly feel like you have been very cautious, or at least are now cautious. So I wasn't going to pull any tarot, but I do have some tarot here that I can just take a look at. You know, Spirit, is this man trustworthy? What is the deal with this gentleman and this connection? Pile number 2 is cautious, but should they be cautious of the man? What's going on here? We have the 6 of Wands, and I'm going to pull just one more. And we have the Magician. Now, it was a bit reverse here. I did flip it, but I do sense that the Magician is a sneaky, when it is in reverse, a sneaky manipulator. But I don't find that it is in a malicious way. And the Magician is one that manifests and kind of controls things and massages things the way they want. And I do feel like this man might have been guiding the situation in a way to manifest what it is that this man wants. And with the 6 of Wands, it speaks of victory, being victorious and winning. And I do feel like maybe this man's been more focused on winning what it is that they want, and that might have made you very cautious because maybe you've been put on a back seat, or maybe you've realized this trait about this person that's kind of maybe turned you off, or at least illuminated the fact that this stability or this long-term healthy love that you want isn't going to be found in this man. And that's the main obstacle that you're cutting off in order to open up your success with love and provide stability in your love life or your love connections. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up here for that, but we will pull some advice cards here from Spirit, and these are the crystal cards. So Spirit, can we get some crystals or a crystal that will help pile number 2 in their situation or their circumstance? What crystal could they get to help them build on their energy and stay more focused and grounded and move forward from this cautious man? Okay, so we do have this onyx that has come up, and that's what it looks like. So onyx here says autonomy, self-discipline, and command. Tune into your inner commander. Onyx is a strong ally, dispelling loneliness and self-doubt and instilling greater confidence in your decision-making. Face your fears and know that you have the power to overcome them. Onyx's surface represents the passing of time, the balance of the yin and yang. It is sturdy and solitary stone and encourages you to break free from any unhealthy relationships in order to be autonomous. You know that you are completely capable of making the right decisions for yourself. After all, it's your life. And this card signifies Sagittarius and Saturn. So you could definitely be a Sag. Maybe there's some Sag energy here. If not fire energy, I certainly was picking up fire energy. But you might want to get a piece of onyx here. So what I was picking up additional from all this and from Spirit was that there might be a codependency or maybe an interconnectedness to this man that's been difficult for you to sever. And I am feeling that pain, you know, that it's been very difficult, and maybe you're so intertwined that you need to build your own autonomy separate from, you know, this individual. And that's really where you want to heal and be strong and find what it is that you need. So the clover is reassuring to me that there is luck coming your way, and that, you know, you will open the doors to this opportunity of luck when it comes to your heart space. So I will pull another advice card here from Spirit. Spirit, can we get another advice card for pile number 2? And yeah, if you do get an onyx card, you might want to keep it under your pillow, or just, you know, if you have a purse or something. But I would suggest maybe even under your bed, just in your room, somewhere kind of closer to you when you're sleeping might be the best place for it. So we have into freedom. Okay, so yeah, with severing this, you know, maybe unhealthy relationship or connection, maybe you felt that there was too big of an obstacle to overcome, that you want the freedom, that opportunity to free your heart, to have that stability. I just feel this into freedom is very much what your calling is at this point in time for yourself, to really free your soul from any codependencies and open your heart up. Like, I love how there's a heart here in the middle, you know, and it's kind of illuminating, right? This heart's illuminating. It's like, you know, the truth of the matter, or at least now you've seen what it is that your heart is calling for, and really this freedom of self is identified. So this, you know, through the situation, you were able to identify what your heart was wanting, which is this freedom, you know, this freedom, and then to identify what it is that you actually want, which I think here is speaking about stability, long-term, you know, foundation that will be a solid, healthy place for your heart matters. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here for pile number 2. Hopefully this resonated for you. If it did, please give me a thumbs up. That's the best way to support me. If you want to subscribe, I would really, really appreciate if you could subscribe to me as well. And if you were drawn to any other pile, please visit us, pile number 1 or pile number 2. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon. Love and light. Hello, beautiful people who picked pile number 3 and the key that I couldn't find. You picked this green key, and pile number 3 is your pile that you were drawn to. So I'm excited to see what this is all about. If you skip through the intro, the jewelry I'm wearing today is available at prairievintagejewelry.com. I will list the links below, so if you're interested in that. We do have a back to school special. Save 30% off your purchase. I'll also post these cards in the description box below if you're interested to know which cards we're using. Now this reading is reading around your current situation. We'll be taking a deep dive into the energy surrounding your situation, and then we will be pulling some oracle cards for advice. Now we will be using just the Lenormand cards here for the beginning here, which is your situation or your circumstance. So we have the mice, we have the house, we have the child. I wanted to thank those of you guys who have reached out for a private reading. Thank you so much. If you're interested, please send me an email and I will give you my rates depending on what sort of questions you have or type of reading you would like. So we do have the gentleman, we have the bouquet, we have the stars. Spirit, thank you so much for a clear and concise message for pile number 3. And pile number 3, we are so grateful for you allowing us to tap into your energy. We got the dog. We got the letter. And we also got the clouds. Okay, so let's shuffle this a little higher up here. Give me a minute to pick up the energy. So right now, what I'm picking up from Spirit is that there has been, and has, I say because this is kind of more past energy, but maybe an annoyance or minor multiple issues or situations that are interfering in your ability to have a stable, secure life. I feel with the house here, it does speak of, you know, one's home, family. So maybe there could be multiple family quarrels, maybe a live-in situation that's not been ideal. I just feel like it's this life, you know, outside of work issues that have been coming up, and maybe there's multiple, and just like it's more everything than it is one. you know, one area. But with the child here, you know, the child can speak of an actual child, but can also represent an immaturity. It can represent you know, someone who might be naive or new or just learning something, right? Like childlike behavior, maybe some youth type attitude. And with the house and the child, I do feel as though, you know, there has been maybe some learnings that have been happening around a live-in situation. That's kind of what I'm picking up. And, you know, maybe you've just moved in with someone, or you've moved into a new environment, or you are seeing a group of people or a person that is now part of your environment, that either they've moved in with you, or that you're hanging around a lot and you're day to day in and out. That's been a new situation or a new way of learning to exist, that there is some potential annoyances within this arrangement. Okay, so that's past energy. And then I am getting, though, with the mouse, the bouquet, and the clouds, that with the bouquet being a very positive card here in the center, and this meaning gifts, you know, gifts of love, and that sort of thing. But the fact that we have the clouds and the mice here, it's almost like maybe there's been some bribes or a gift potentially that has some ulterior motives here, or some issues with I feel like there's been some issues around someone's actions or behaviors that hasn't been very clear, and that's the cause of maybe some grief or anxiety with your situation. Okay, so I do see with the mice, the gentleman, and the dog that, you know, mice and gentlemen could just be this could certainly represent you, but this nagging annoyance or feeling that, you know, is resulting in potentially pulling away as this loyal friend. So I don't know if you've maybe taken a step back and have taken this role of being a friend, or that the grief that's happening here is, you know, you being this loyal, dedicated friend, and maybe providing a lot of gifts, or being kind of a support, but that there hasn't been maybe a reciprocal action taken for you. And so now there's some confusion with the clouds as to whether, you know, this continues or not. So you kind of maybe pulled away in this friend type energy. But I do sense that if this isn't you here, that this individual is predominantly, you know, the center really of this reading here with the bouquet. So we'll read this, you know, gentleman, bouquet, and stars. It's that this gentleman energy with these gifts is really holding on for hope and this potential, this future potential, this magic within your situation or your circumstance. So I do feel with these bottom row, though, that somebody is hanging on to or lavishing someone with this future potential of some sort of a connection to maybe woo someone or gain someone over. But with this line here with the dog, the letter, and the clouds, I do see communication coming that, you know, from a friend here that may confuse things. So if there was one party thinking that maybe a connection was more than just a friendly connection, maybe the communication is now revealing that there is only a friendship to be had. But there is some confusion here around whether this is a friendly only connection, or if there's more loving, lavishing, you know, lavishing with the gifts, and now there's more to this connection than just a friendly type connection. With the letter here, it's usually communication via, you know, email or text, or in a form of a communication that way that comes. So maybe you receive or have sent off a letter to someone indicating, you know, that potentially being just friends might be the way to go. Now I am picking up from spirit that maybe, you know, somebody tried a live-in situation, there was just too many annoyances, maybe they were kind of not used to living with someone, or it was a new energy or feeling and that it didn't quite work out, and one person is still kind of in it wanting to maybe invest, and there might be communication from someone saying, you know what, this might not be for me, I want to remain only, you know, friends, due to whatever annoyances they have, which provides this confusion within this situation or the circumstance. Okay, with the house, the bouquet, and the letter, I do feel like, you know, house and bouquet are very well. The bouquet followed, or I guess the bouquet followed by the house, or the house is followed by the bouquet. So really the bouquet speaks the loudest here in the center, which is this, you know, this loving home, this loving, stable family home is really what I'm picking up from here. And that this communication of, you know, providing a loving, stable home is what I see here. So maybe there was some communication about, you know, I can provide you this loving, stable home, or I have this loving, stable home that you can move into, or I welcome you into this loving, stable home. So that's the type of energy I'm getting from the middle row. With the child, the stars, and the clouds, though, I am picking up, you know, this innocence, with the child, definitely speaking of, you know, learning something new, but the stars, that's so magical, that there's some unknown, you know, some hope, maybe some unknown hope for potential within the situation, maybe going in kind of with fool energy, naive, and I just feel as though the star might also be distance. So maybe there is a little bit of some distance to be kind of contained within this situation. But ending in the clouds, I just feel like whatever the situation is, there's more questions than there are answers, that there is a lot of confusion within the situation, and that, you know, in the future result here is that there will be more confusion based on a communication coming from a friend. You can also get from this that a friend communicates something that provides this confusion, you know, just, or a confusing message that comes that you don't know whether to make heads or tails from a friend. You know, maybe it's a well-intended letter that causes this confusion, but certainly there is this heavy confusion. But I do feel as though with the bouquet being in the middle, that love is really, you know, the gifts of love and unconditional love I'm really feeling, and this family type home energy is, you know, coming through very prominent, and that the challenges or struggles are more minor issues than they are one really big issue. And I don't really feel as though there is a lot of issue with this gentleman. And if you're the gentleman here, I am just getting a lot of hope and a lot of love coming from this gentleman here. In fact, this gentleman is very loyal, a very good friend, a very reliable friend. Might be feeling some frustrations or some anxiety here. Okay, so we will get some clarifiers here from Spirit. Can we please get some clarifiers here? Okay, we have passion. And we have growth. And we have mystery. Okay, well, I wasn't picking any of this type of energy out, so let's see what sort of energies are coming through. Okay, well, passion, certainly, you know, the gentleman with the bouquet, there was some desire here from someone who might have been very passionate and trying to woo someone. I was feeling that, so that's very deep passion. When you see this passion card, it's certainly, you know, and he is holding a rose here as well, so there is some very deep passion coming. I feel like the growth here might be learning to live with a certain situation or circumstance within that connection, because child is speaking about growth, and I was picking up this new energy or learning how to, that there are some growth challenges, and really with growth challenges there are, you know, minor nuances and issues, anxieties that come with growth. Maybe it's a new connection, learning how to live together. Maybe you moved in with your friend who might be, you know, now going from a friend to a lover, or some sort of, you know, issue. But I'm really picking up that the friendship comes after. So maybe it's learning to live with an ex that's now, you know, in this, or will be in the friend zone, but currently is in the boyfriend slash lover zone. And if that is you, then maybe, you know, there is some deeper connection going on right now, but I do see more of a friendly type connection in the future, or at least communications around that. So the mystery here, this can be, you know, the high priestess type energy that I'm picking up, is really in this bottom card. Like, what is this communication coming from a friend that causes this confusion, right? This mystery. You know, the stars with the clouds can also be this mystery, like what's kind of hidden behind, what's the hope, what's behind here, this confusion. So this mystery card, you know, I do pick up the mystery is this hidden, or this communication that's yet to come, that doesn't provide clarity, but provides more confusion. So it's very much a mystery. So I did pull tarot for pile number 2, because we did have some sort of odd thing come up there too. Not odd, but you know what I mean. Some more questions and answers. So I don't want to leave you on a cliffhanger. We will pull tarot here for, what's this clouds and mystery all about, Spirit? Can you give us some info? We have the King of Cups. Yeah, so definitely, you know, King of Cups speaks of, you can look at your suitor as the King of Cups, which is the person that you love. The person that you love, I'm seeing here, is coming with this communication as a friend that causes confusion. So it is regarding maybe a lover, maybe someone in your connection, but it is reinforcing the fact that it is someone in this loving connection, maybe your main man, your main person. That is really what I'm picking up here for this mystery and this confusion, or this future information that's coming. Okay, now as far as what information is, this is a general reading. You know, it may not be so clear as to what this is, but we will pull another card. We see here the Hermit. The Hermit does speak of, you know, turning inwards to give self-reflection, maybe pulling away to just really self-reflect in a situation. I was really picking that up kind of from going from this house arrangement living type annoying situation or annoyance, or learning that, to closing oneself off, and maybe there needs to be someone pulling away to say, hey, listen, this is not really for me at this time, or maybe, you know, at this point I want to think about it a little bit more, which causes this confusion. I thought that's what you wanted, you know, that sort of thing. That's what I'm getting from this Hermit card. So this may not resonate for everyone, but that's what I'm getting for this general reading for you guys. We will pull some advice cards here with the crystal cards, and these crystal cards, Spirit, we would like to give pile number 3 some guidance as to what crystals can they carry for some help, some protection, some guidance in this current situation that may be the best. Okay, we got lots of cards popping up. I will pull the one that is in the center here, which is the selenite, and I believe well, no, this isn't selenite, this is quartz. I thought I brought some selenite. Okay, well, selenite looks like this, and it's fairly inexpensive. So Spirit is saying to get some selenite if you'd like. So we'll read this together. Luminous, cleansing, and protection. With its moonlight glow, selenite illuminates your spiritual truth and greater purpose. It aligns your chakras and raises your awareness to higher dimensions, opening communication to your spiritual team. It brings clarity to the mind and slices through any negativity or confusion, cleansing your energy field and protecting your aura. Selenite brings awareness to your subconscious patterns, highlighting what is ready to be healed. It activates the crown chakra and provides a doorway to personal transformation. Cleanse your way to clarity. Also signifies or represents Taurus and the moon. So definitely you could be a Taurus, or Taurus can be an energy that I'm picking up here. It doesn't have to be, but certainly something that's being picked up here by spirit. Could be an earth sign as well, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. But with the clouds here and the confusion, I do feel like the selenite will provide some clarity. So if you want to keep that under your bed, or even a little piece under your pillow, or carry it with you, that might be you know, the best way to kind of maybe deal with some of the information that might be coming out, causing this confusion. And I also I was picking up, maybe you're waiting for an offering of love or gift, or maybe somebody moving forward, and that all you're getting is confusion. So I was picking that up for some of you, that there's been some confusion, or maybe you're investing a lot, and I say home or moved in with someone, but it could just be in a new relationship that's been ongoing for a little while, and now it's just annoying that there hasn't been this offer made of love, and that it's just causing confusion. So that could definitely be something that's picking up for some of you guys out there. And now, Spirit, we got advice cards here for pile number 3. Thank you so much. It says vow release, and I just really feel like this release in general might be something that you might want to allow yourself to do. With the vow release, I just feel like there's always healing that needs to be done, but until the vow release or the release happens, healing can't really start. So maybe that Hermit card, that communication, that pulling away, or whatever period has to happen, will allow you to release, to renew what needs to renew within the connection. But I do feel like this is Spirit's way of saying, you know, whatever is meant to go, let it go. Whatever is meant to stay, let it stay. That there doesn't need to be, you know, hanging on to anything that might not be meant for you at this time. And when it comes back, if it comes back, it is certainly going to be, you know, of a different nature, transform into what was meant for you. And that's really what I'm picking up here for you, pile number 3. I'm so blessed and grateful that you allowed me to do your reading. Thank you, thank you. If this resonated, please give me a thumbs up. You can certainly subscribe to me. That's the best way to show your support. And if you are interested, like I said, in a private reading, send me an email. My email is down below. Thank you so much. Love and light. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you.